You're all in trouble if you're wrong. You know, if Sapadal were only a smuggler, assassin, or bandit,
Потрясающе. У
I'd be
меня
right
снова в
there
доме
with you.
моргнул свет.
But knowing they could end us all with
Отрубился
a temper
интернет.
tantrum puts things in perspective. I guess we've all got our
У меня
limits.
свет моргает.
I don't envy you having to deal with
Он
the
буквально на
loose cannon of a
секунду
god.
моргает, но этого хватает для
But
того,
I envy
чтобы
even less the mess you're going to have if
роутер
I mean,
в центральном
when
щитке отрубился
we
и
escape
ушел в
this
перезагрузку. Поэтому у меня как будто бы интернет не пропадает, но при этом интернет пропадает.
Lucky thing your emperor sent his best representative as his envoy, right? You'll have your work cut out for you.
Я даже не знаю, где это телекома находится.
And some days you wake up and the deck of your ship's covered in bird shit. You can clean it up or you can step in it. That's the choice. You may have averted the attack on Fjord, but this is one situation where it's
Блин,
the
как же
thoughts
этот
that
Кай,
count.
конечно, накаляет.
And yeah, I know that's on the steel
Всем
road,
спасите,
but
всем
it's not
помогите. Я,
lost
блин,
on anyone
пытаюсь
that you're
глобальную
responsible.
проблему решить, а он такой, блин,
Not
что-то
when
в
Hillguard
городе
banned the practice of
политики
paradise.
распоясались.
Oh, I wish I were finished. Ringram may have unleashed some powerful magic against the Dream Scourge, but she left a lot of corpses in her wake. It doesn't look good for your people. Not when Ludwig was also in the region, and your people had a garrison at Eagle's
По
Reach.
факту. Не, он рыболюд.
And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time. I don't think anyone else is going to understand the indirectly. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's going to be laid at Adir's door. And if I had to guess, I don't think Hillguard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out of here, we're walking into a powder keg. And you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy. Yeah, those were your orders. And if you make it back, you'll be the godlike Adiran who survived an assassination, treated with local leaders, faced a god, and stopped the Dream Scourge. That's a powerful symbol indeed. Finding kin and countryfolk is a hard thing to ask of anyone. It's part of why I came out here. I lost my stomach for Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire, but I wasn't going to turn insurgent against my own people either. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight alongside you. I'm with you to the end of this. Anytime. Good night, envoy.
Так, я с Каем поболтал, но что-то значки не пропадают. Я почему-то Мариусом должен поболтать.
What do you need? If I must.
Еще у меня по квесту появилось поболтать сжатой. А, это не обязательно.
I'll take the first watch. Any excuse to look around. I don't know what I expected. Everything here feels wrong. As if we're standing in the eye of a storm. Can you feel it? Essences radiating from the very stones on which we walk. This is a place of power. Forgotten by time. We are insignificant by comparison. Does that answer your question? Thank goodness. One word of advice. Trust nothing you see or hear. For all we know, this is happening in your head. Or better yet, in mine. Pleasant dreams.
Кого смотрю? О,
A breath held.
давно с нами Сардал не общался.
You are close, yet distant still. Your soul is small. The essence weighs like the sea on your chest. We feel the pressure, darkness, yet somehow strengthened resolve. We wonder. Deer leaps at its reflection in the lake. You have defied our expectations at every turn. Perhaps we should not have been. The sky is green. The fish breathes air. We can no longer imagine. We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands. Disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms. Shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wake now. Find us.
Что-то кукуха едет у нашего бога конкретно.
What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. It's not fair. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? Wanna know what I think? I think someone's laughing at me. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward!
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive. How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
I don't know what to say. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapodal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapodal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapodal destroyed my family. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best.
We are companions. Toys. Diversions. Sapodal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapodal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapodal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Not to be pedantic, but that was 4 questions.
We want to apologize on Sapodal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. You're right. I'm the one who has to live with the consequences of their actions. If you seek forgiveness, look for it within. Don't ask me to give up any more than I already have.
We understand. Thank you for giving us this opportunity. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way. The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
All this time, I thought
Еще
my
немножечко
parents died
пиздежа.
in a freak accident. An experiment gone awry. A mistake. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't their mistake. It was Sapodal's. I don't resent them for asking. But when you consider what they took from me, I am under no obligation to give them anything. This whole experience has me considering my family's work in a different light. Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her research and her wits, she found a god. When you speak to a god, it's nothing, barely a reflex. But for the rest of us, it's unimaginable. No animancer can live up to that. Certainly not me. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I was wrong. I suppose I have been all this time. I just never realized it. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't understand, and it's creepy, but wonderful. Perhaps, as long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime, maybe more, but that's a small price to pay. Then
Да тут
again,
на самом деле
who
никто
am
не
I to
моргает.
interfere with an ecosystem that
Такой
I
анимации
barely
даже нет.
understand? On the other hand, half the fun of animancy is stirring the pot and getting into trouble. I think I know what I want, but there are too many variables to consider. What do you think? The thought has crossed my mind, but no. I burned that bridge, and I don't regret it. Politics and small minds held me back for too long. I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room to grow. But I think you're right. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. Animancy can be whatever I make of it. I knew they would be. And not just because some ancient plans told me so. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. But no need to bore you with the details. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel, so I'd better make it count. Hey, you helped me through a very difficult time. I just wanted to say thank you.
If anyone's gonna lead the way for animancy,
Вообще не
I can't think of a
Skyrim.
better fit than you.
Блин, почему у Мариуса показывает, что...
Envoy? What do you need? Let's make sure that we are. Giat, most. Thanks for talking.
Блин, видимо, это
Hey,
баг.
Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those plant?
Так, ну я вообще поговорил с ней. А почему дальше квест не зачитался? Понял. Опа!
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel, we know this voice. Why is she here?
I am everywhere. My tools have mouths to speak.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? when even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You couldn't possibly believe we would not intervene.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Chaos threatens us all. We will ensure order prevails. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. The poor godless, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. A regrettable consequence of a necessary war. I have no time for the lamentations of heretics.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. The path of justice is fraught. Only the strong may follow it. I leave you with a warning. The false god's essence is strong here. It taints all it touches. My magfolk may be hostile to you. Stay vigilant and remember your oath.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's
Стоп,
it.
что?
From now
Какую
on,
клятву? Так, стоп, я, по-моему... Чё я, блядь, сейчас выбрал? Я, походу, неправильно прочитал. Так, я, получается, с ней же поговорил?
Until next time.
Я как будто... Просто мне не понравился ее ответ. Помни свою клятву. Я не клялся ей ни в чем.
I see the disciple.
А, это имелось в виду. Бля, я уж подумал, я ей в чем-то поклялся.
Look at this. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you apparently would work? then they...
А, я не хочу этого делать, но если на кону судьба всего мира... А, блин, я неправильно прочитал.
Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
That's it.
Вот.
From now
Вот
on,
теперь мне
I
нравится
think
ее
no
ответ.
God.
Пошла воедика нахрен. А, это просто подъем, что ли? Нет. Просто подъем. Все-таки, походу, секретик какой-то. Я же оттуда пришел, получается. Или я наоборот иду по правильному пути? Опа.
Look at that thing move. Wish there was time to study it before it kills us.
Ну, походу мы нашли чувака с сопротивлением холоду. Гребаные, блять, машины. Или это был босс? Учитывая, сколько с него лута упало, как будто бы это должен был быть босс. О, сундук. Даже не сундук, саркофаг. Господи, еще больше улучшалок. Ебать. Лута тут, конечно, сыпят. Прям карманов не хватает.
What is that? I know that place, right?
Так, кто? Откуда здесь вообще живой? А, блять, это Мариус.
Oh no.
А, я понял, сейчас в
Why is
саду
this?
все будут
They're dead.
кошмары проявляться наяву.
It
Всех
just
наших
happened.
компаньонов.
Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. I can't be certain of that. I know that I am here, and for a purpose.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
Good. And when he arrives here, he will have me to deal with. Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it. I see it too. You've come a long way from that scared boy who refused to wear shoes for fear a bug might crawl out of it.
That was you, Nimdut. Look at my feet. Shoes. Kamayu.
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Интересно, что он будет делать? Просто пропадет?
Sorry, Envoy. Let's talk about it back at camp, right?
А, в лагере поболтать надо будет. О. Это же неспроста. Легендарка. Тут до сих пор легендарки падают. Перчатки дикой страницы увеличат вероятность критического удара на 1%. С вероятностью 15% критические попадания укореняют врага на месте. Укореняют. Там что-то наверху. О, там паучки. Как у меня быстро адра закончилась. Чё? Это просто быстрый выход к лагерю? Я так понимаю, тут в принципе локация крайне маленькая. Ой, ладно, надо заканчивать на сегодня, я уже капец устал. А я чувствую, тут явно после каждого вот такого воплощенного кошмара будет пиздеж с компаньонами.
Well, I've seen things not intended for mortal eyes.
Так что
And
надо
uncovered the dark
просто
truth of
перетерпеть.
my family's downfall. But here I am. And how are you?
Don't worry about me. I just want to know how you're feeling.
Ладно, чё, на этом будем ой,
But at least I
завершать
know what happened
нашу
to my
трансляцию.
parents.
Knowing's one thing. Feeling okay about it's another.
О,
Yes.
давай, удачи
That
там,
will
не
take-
поломай себя.
As long as it doesn't turn into a ghost story.
Так что я всех благодарю за просмотр и до новых встреч.
Talking right
Пока-пока.
now.
It won't be